What up, YouTube? Broke Farmer back for another. Not
There. Me,
for
me.
another live on this Sunday. And next to me on my left side, I have Maureen, the diva in the dirt, the chicken connoisseur, the indoor gardening specialist, the personality queen, Maureen in the
Woo!
building. What's
Woo!
up, Maureen?
Woo!
Glad
I'm
to have
right in the building.
you in the all the way in the building.
Yeah.
And I thought, hold on, my bad, Maureen. I gotta turn down my commercial. I'm not skipping my commercial. And if y'all will listen to this, watch the commercial. It's cool. It's cool. It only takes a few minutes, and everything is good.
Yes.
But what we're gonna be talking about today, we're gonna be talking about hardening off our seedlings. We're gonna talk to Maureen a little bit. And if you don't know who Maureen is, deep in the dirt, I put a channel in the description. All you got to do is go in the description. If you don't know what the description is, it's right there where it got more on it. You click on more, and then everything opened up to a whole new world. And her channel link is right there. You can go in, go over there and speak to her. Say, hey, I saw you in Broke Farmer Live. I had to come over here and watch. You ain't got to say all that, but you know what I mean. Just
say
do your
hi.
thing. Do your thing. So, Maureen, I'm gonna scroll through these comments. And just I like to spend a little time. I know you've been in my live, but I like to spend a little time just speaking to everybody. I feel like they came to my personal house, and you can't come in somebody's house without saying hi. So I'm gonna say hi to everybody, and I'm gonna explain to everybody what a Broke Farmer Live is. Broke Farmer Live is an interaction. Oh, I look way better on YouTube than I do looking at myself on stream. Okay. But it's an interactive chat. I have subjects. I'm not. I don't. I'm not trying to teach you nothing or nothing like that because no matter what nobody tell you, you are the greatest gardener for your yard.
That's
I've
right.
never been in your yard. I can't tell you nothing about how you grow. I don't know the history. I didn't know. I didn't know they used to. They had a Clorox factory there before you moved there. I know none of these things. So it's an interactive chat where you say, "Hey, bro. Hey, Maureen. I don't agree with that." Well, if you say you don't agree with them, you got to tell us why. You got to give us some more input on what you think. But it's really interactive, and I try to get to as many comments as I can. But we're gonna spend a little time talking to our guests because look, Maureen is a full person that we're gonna take some time to talk to. I just want to welcome her to our gardening community with open arms, and I hope everybody do the same and welcome her in. She's already doing big things. Okay, let me get through these. Okay, hold on, Mark. Psalm 146, home and garden, first in the building. Glad to have you in here. And our lovely co-host, Diva in the Dirt, Maureen Washington. You certainly are Psalm 146. She already in the chat, man. We got a little Maureen. My guy, Virginia fruit grower in the building. And Virginia fruit grower, all my seedlings, my I-chain lemon, my am I loud? Am I loud? I'm always loud though. That's right. My my I-chain lemon, my Fukushu lemon, and my yuzu lemon, all those are sprouted and they got a little size on them. Hey, I'm kind of happy. Growing with Hudson in the building. What's up, Hudson? My Renaissance grandma in the building. Glad to have you in here. CC's Texas Garden. Fun fact,
Hey,
I was on Best
Cece.
Jet Journey live last night with CC's Texas Garden, and she was cheese. We're gonna move on. Gina versus Gina in the building. What up, broken check? First off, look. Let's slow down. Let's give Maureen a little broke farmer welcome. Yeah, everybody in the chat say, "What's up, Maureen?" Or Diva in the dirt, however you would like to address them. That's all I'm saying.
Either one.
Suds and Skin Natural Raw Juice Soaker in the building. My garden buddy, my garden internet buddy, Yellow Door Urban Homestead. Love me some Yellow Door Urban Homestead. Asia is doing her thing out there. If you ain't subscribed to Yellow Door Urban Homestead, really? I'm just gonna say, really? She getting physical out there in that garden, man. Come on, y'all. Let's ride with the team.
Yes.
Happy Mac in the building. Bless Sunday, y'all. Glad to have you in here, Happy Mac. G Mama Grows in the building. Say hello, Broke Farmer Internet. And Maureen, in my head, this is how she's saying it. Internet cousins. Zone 68 is in the building. J3GS Farms, also known as Jegs on certain channel, is in the building. See, Maureen, see how J3GS coming here?
Yeah.
He speak to me. He speak to the co-host.
Yep.
The Inquisitive Farm wife in the building. Say hello, coming over from Black's Tropical Homestead. Hey, glad to have you. I'm so glad that you took time out of your busy day to come hang out with me and Maureen. Cheryl Faulkner in the building. What's up, Cheryl Faulkner?
Hey, Cheryl.
You know Cheryl?
Oh, no, I don't yet. But I'm going to get to know her.
You know her now, Maureen. That was a trick question. Jess Georgia in the building. My internet auntie Andale Homestead in the building. What's up, T? Indiana Backyard Gardener. Hey, in the ad. Watch them slow. Watch them slow. Watch them slow. I need that change. I'm trying to buy a new pair of shoes. But Backyard Gardener, I gotta email you back and let me know how that project you're working on for me going. Because I really want to get those and pass them out. I'm just saying, no pressure, a little bit of pressure. Homestead Aquarius in the building. Glad to have you here. GE Adai in the building. Greetings. Miss Native Cherokee 70 in the building. Glad to have you here, Miss Native Cherokee. Making his way back to YouTube, the Saw Sensei. I forgot it. I feel like I'm Don King sometimes. But this is Lion Chris Outdoors, a good friend of mine on and off YouTube. He just came back with his first video in a couple months. Awesome gardener. He's one of the foremost when it comes to soil science, in my opinion. Say, what up, bro? What's up, everybody? Good to see Big Bro Broke and Internet Cousin. Hey, glad to have you in here. Mary Grow With Me 1964 in the building. Say hello at Broke Farmer, everyone in chat. What's up? Brenda King in the building. Glad to have you in here, Brenda. Texas, hands in the dirt. In the dirt. You know what they do in the dirt? They grow a whole bunch of stuff. What did you say, Maureen?
I said,
Crafty Leo in the building. Glad to have you in here, Crafty Leo. You changed your pick, Crafty Leo. I see you. Creating with Keita in the building. What's up, Keita?
What is she holding in the photo?
Look at a strawberry.
Oh, nice.
Look like a strawberry. And Maureen, it's normal for me to get way behind and just have to power through.
Yep, I've been there.
Spooning with Sunshine Homestead in the building. October Opal in the building. Aldridge Living Life in the building. How do I get this far behind every time? The Urban Frugal Homestead in the building. That's a tongue twister. Okay, Maureen, I ain't missed nobody else, did I?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're pretty close.
Close. Dude, I'm at 3:13. I'm like a minute behind. I'm not that bad. My GA brother, Sunday backyard farmer in the building. Not a Monday evening farmer, not a Thursday morning farmer, but a Sunday backyard farmer in the building. Glad to have you in here. All right. I think I got everybody speaking. Oh, Revolutionary 2 in the building. Peace and blessings, soul fam. All right, Maureen, we at the bottom. First off, before we start talking about hardening off seedling, we're gonna talk to you here and there, and just to get to know you a little bit. First off, Maureen, what's your country? Let's just go there. What country are you in?
I'm in Canada. I'm on Vancouver Island, so I'm as far west coast as you can possibly go.
Is that warmer?
It's well, where I'm at, actually, where the island is kind of located is like the Canadian and U.S. border. Like I'm right across from Washington State.
Okay.
So I can see the Olympic Mountains from just about anywhere. Like as soon as I leave my house, I can see the Olympic Mountains. So I am kind of below. So Vancouver Island is kind of considered the Hawaii of Canada. So we do have tropical plants and that grow here, but and we do get some snow, but it doesn't stay.
So hold on. Growing out the box in the building. Glad to have you in here. Now, when you say that, do y'all don't have grow zones though in Canada, right?
Yeah, we do. So
What's
I'm about a 9. So I think I'm a 9B.
What?
Yeah, I
I
think.
thought I saw snow on your channel.
Yeah, but it like there's snow out there right now, but it just lasts for the day. Like like the sun's out, so by tomorrow there won't be any snow. It just melts.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Because I'm at 8A and we haven't seen snow in 10 years at least. So
Yeah.
that's okay. Okay. So hardening off seedlings now. For people who watch your channel like I do, I'm a faithful subscriber. When you all right, let's back up a little bit. Let's back up. First thing about hardening off seedlings. What everybody has their own method when they first start introducing plants outside. What is your method?
I've got a little on my greenhouse. It was my former studio, and so I do have a little deck outside, and I put it's just one of those kind of pipes with plastic, and I bring the plants out there and then take them back in. I just put them in big trays and bring them out, put them back in, kind of go back and forth. And the warmer it starts to get, I start to just leave the window open or the door open. I go, just harden off inside. That's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. And that's a good idea, Maureen. That is a good idea. If I let my window up and put them on the windowsill and let them start getting that natural sun and getting that air blowing through them.
Yeah.
I just learned something, dude.
Yeah. Well, because if you go, okay, I got 50 seedlings over 5 to 10 trays, you're just sitting there going back and forth. And then at the end of the day, you're like, I don't want to go back and bring them all in. So I just start opening the doors and just going,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I think I'm going to do that this year. But I mean, I'm going to go through with my old school hardening off process, but I definitely want to, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, I get distracted really easy. But I'm gonna do that probably 2 days leading up to my hardening off process. But what I did last year that worked really good, I took my first hour, put a shade cloth over them, so they was getting 40% sunlight or whatever.
Right.
1 hour. Next day, I bring them out 2 hours, and I just increased it. Now, probably on the 4th or 5th day, I removed the shade cloth and gave them just 3 hours of full sun to go with it and see how it worked out. Now, fun fact, no matter how perfect you do this process, you can lose seedlings. They can die. It's transplant shock. I think it's called root high cholesterol or something like that.
I've never heard that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think that's the thing. In my head, it seemed like plants will have high cholesterol. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I need to know in the comments, what is your hardening off plan when you introducing your plants to the outside? Dandy Mom in the building. Odom's Homestead in the building.
Mm.
Whole new perspective in the building. Um, I just
When in your zone, when do you get to start hardening off your seedlings?
well, my last frost day is tentatively the 26th of March.
Oh, wow.
But I don't we probably get one more frost between now and then because it's in the 80s every day. My lows are in the high 50s every night. So I don't matter of fact, Maureen, I'm gonna tell you, but I don't want nobody, I ain't gonna tell nobody else this. I'm just gonna
Okay.
tell you this, Maureen.
Okay. I'm listening.
As soon as we get off this live, I'm taking some snow peas outside and I'm gonna plant snow peas because they can take a little cold. They can take a
Yeah.
little cold. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak some snow peas out there and some I forgot that quick. But it's oh and striped bush beans. I think they can because if we get a frost, it's not gonna be super cold. It's gonna be probably 32, 33.
Right.
I think if they get a little root to them, they can make it through one night at 33 degrees.
Right. Right. Yeah, I can't put my beans out anytime soon. My last frost date is April 18th, but uh,
Ooh.
yeah. But there's lots that I have. Like I can get out my my suchoys, and I can put brassicas out, kind of early April. But most everything else I got to wait till the end of May before I can actually safely put them out.
And the weird thing about here is the cool season vegetables, you can throw that out the window. I had some collards that bolted yesterday.
Wow.
So you can't plant no lettuce here now. Cabbage, collards, bok choy ain't got a chance. But that time is over because once you get those fluctuations, when it's reaching 80s in the daytime,
It's too
you
hot.
can't do it. So you had a weird space and time where I'm waiting on my last frost, but I can't plant nothing cold like the average person. If
Wow.
it just stayed cool and slowly got warm, it'd be one thing. But I just woke up one day and the weatherman says it's gonna be 80 degrees today. I'm like,
Bam.
okay,
It's hot. Bam.
I don't know. It's cool and it ain't.
Mhm.
Miss T with the T in the building. What's up, T? Veggie Farm Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Containing my garden in the building.
Ooh.
See, look at it. People just brag. Some of my plants are in the ground already, living zone 9-8. Really? Is that what we doing, CC? Maureen, why they do that? I never understood why people rub in their good fortune.
Yeah, I think she just planted her I think she was planting her corn. Or I just watched one of her videos where she was putting stuff out and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna plant my peas though. And then the cool thing about peas, it's so easy to collect seeds. So if I kill four
it's
seeds,
nothing to bring them back up."
that's not a big deal.
Mhm.
Veggie Farm Garden in the building. Glad to have you here, Veggie Farm. Uh, Here we go. And they'll say, I take them in and out for a couple of weeks, then out on the porch for a few, then in the ground.
Mhm.
Oh, your porch is the shade. See, I don't have any, my trees are not big enough to provide shade yet. So I
Yeah.
really don't have a shaded spot in my backyard. That is a downside. And then the backyard garden say you have to put cool season out before last frost. Yeah, mine ain't gonna make it. It just in Georgia, it just all of a sudden get hot. I mean, just hot for no reason. What's some of the temperature fluctuations? Do y'all have bad fluctuations up there?
No, it stays pretty steady. The last 2 years though, it's taking to almost July before it actually gets to a decent overnight temperature. but typically, and I don't know what the conversion for Celsius to Fahrenheit, but we'll sit in the 25 to 30, for most of the summer. It actually stays very temperate here on Vancouver Island.
I'm so thrown off. I just imagine living somewhere where I have to come outside to snow every day. I just think that would be so weird.
Well, when I grew up in kind of central BC, and yeah, like we could have like 10 feet of snow just dump, and everybody just functions with life, and just you get out there and you're shoveling it and whatever. Here, if we get a snowfall, they shut the whole city down. Nobody goes, nobody drives,
Yeah.
don't go to work.
That's how it is here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get snow flurries, people cleaning out the grocery store, all the canned goods, milk.
It's Armageddon. It's
Armageddon. Growing out the box, they set the seedlings on the north side of the house on my deck. First round of seedlings already out permanently. Really? Growing out the box. Wait a minute. Now he's in Georgia too, Maureen.
Huh.
Growing out the box. Wait a minute. So you telling me you don't think we're gonna get another frost? Because I've looked at my 14-day window, and I don't have a temp below 40 something. So you telling me your meteorologist inside of you say we ain't getting no more frost? Let me know. Growing out the box. You need to comment back on that. Now, Maureen, you got an elaborate grow light set up on your channel. So when did you start sacrificing your home space for your indoor garden?
I think it was in 2021. Well, it's like I said, I have a studio building on my property, and that's where I would teach. I teach voice lessons, and it was storage, like it's our Christmas decorations. And so that in 2021, it was like I just had a few plants on the counter, and then pretty soon they started growing, and it was like inching. Pretty soon my students had just this one little row, and it's like I'm sorry, the plants are taking over. And then when I stopped doing voice lessons, the whole area is just converted and into. There's still the piano still in there, so we can go in and play, but it's totally converted into a kind of a greenhouse. It does have a skylight and in there and stuff like that.
But I'm the same way. I told my wife I wasn't gonna have plants in the house this year. That was a lie. I knew I was lying when I said it. Now I got aloe plants. I got sweet potatoes vining all over. I got 3 racks of seedlings over here.
Yeah.
I'm always, if you're a gardener, you always gonna have one plant in the house that you're trying to baby. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I do. I think I do my yams sometimes in the house, but because the area is big enough. But for me, it's chickens. When I get baby chicks, the baby chicks live in my house in a big tote, and that's where they stay until they're ready to go out. So for me, it's the animals coming into the house and being a part of my life here. It's like they're taking over.
See, and I think I go along this line sometimes. Depends on how I'm feeling. Maybe in and out. Maybe just leave them out in the shade and start putting them into the light slowly. It honestly depends. Yeah, because I got a way that I've done it in the past, but I know me. I might just say, because, dude, by the time I get these plants out there, it's gonna be hot.
Wow.
When spring started spring, it was 100 degrees just about every day.
Wow.
I don't know what all that is about. Chevin Jones in the building. Glad to have you in here. And then in the backyard garden say cool season can be direct sown for last frost, no hard no. Yeah, I direct sow most of that stuff. I don't do cool season stuff inside. New Art Gardener in the building. Glad to have you in here. Here we go. Lion Chris said my blueberries are starting to bud out. The one that I thought was dead, I let it stick around, and it's even budding out. Blueberries are harder plant. Yes, they are.
Awesome.
My blueberries have buds also, but I just think that cold gonna come through and knock them all off. That's gonna suck. I say I've also done the shade cloth option and never took them well. I've also done the shade cloth option and never took them.
Maybe back in, maybe took them back in.
Oh, never took them back in. Yeah,
I think that was what it is.
Maureen, I drink wine sometimes, but
Mm,
whole new perspective. Say my mustard greens are just coming back. Trim the fall plantings. I'm finally going to get some greens. Hey,
nice.
congratulations!
Fabulous.
Now, Maureen, all that stuff just you got growing on and grow. Like, what do you got going? And what is that one thing that you watch it every single day to make sure that it's gonna make it through? Everybody got something.
Mm, my watermelons, my little watermelons. You know, most people when I was growing them, if they walk by, because I grow them out on my front of my boulevard, and they go, "Are those watermelons?" I didn't know we could grow watermelons in Canada, and it was like, I don't know. Here I'm growing them, but I really want them to grow well. I was able to get about a 9 pound watermelon, quite a few out of the yard. So that's what I'm really babying this year is I want to see those watermelons come up. But I can't go into the competition with y'all because I
You
can't
already
grow
in.
I can't grow anything big unless I have like a proper greenhouse.
Maureen, you already in.
But
Once you say the word watermelon, you in. Like,
dang,
I
I'm
just
gonna
group you
lose.
with everybody.
I'm gonna lose.
I mean, look, no, because I got some new varieties that I'm trying this year, Yamada cream and stuff like that. And you never know how this stuff gonna turn out. So everybody got a chance so far, but I'm petty when it comes to these things. So now that you are involved in this, I will include your name
No.
when the watermelon video come out. It's just that's just my thing. I like to mess with people. I don't mean nothing malicious. Is that a word? Malicious? Malice intended? You know what I mean.
Malicious. Malicious.
Malicious.
Yeah.
Malicious. Indiana Backyard Gardener, or affectionately known as IBG in these YouTube streets, said we always get a late frost the week after Mother's Day. Yeah, I think everybody do. Bob Brownlee in the building said, please drop Maureen's channel. It's
It's a diva in the
one of the moderators. Could y'all drop the link? But it's also in the description. But y'all lovely moderators doing an awesome job. If y'all could help me out with that, I'd be so appreciative. And when I get a really big YouTube check, I'm gonna cash up you $5. Right? See, going out the box, say yes, we will get another frost. All brassica peas, cool weather crop. See, now you got me out there. Oh, now you say you growing brassicas and cool weather crop. Yeah. And I think, yeah, it's a little, I think you're in 7B. I don't know if you're in 8A. All right. Something else about hardening off season. Hold on. I use just in and out the house in the shade for a few days, then partial sun, then full sun. Happens over a week. Yeah, that's how I did it. And I did a whole video on it like 2 years ago, and I didn't like how the video went, so I might do that video again. I don't know. I probably won't because I'm not.
You see, the thing is that you guys are all bringing them out and put them into the shade. For me, when I'm hardening off, I'm bringing them out to the sun because it's still so cool here. So it's like it's blowing my mind. Or like putting them in the shade, or no, get them into the sun. To get them to get as much sun as they possibly can. So different for me to to think about that.
And that's the great thing about having different gardens that you can bounce ideas off.
Yeah.
Because one thing we got in the South is heat.
Yes, you do.
We got heat. So the cool part, we looking for cool spots in the South, and y'all are the polar opposite.
Absolutely. Looking for sun, trying to get them out into the sun. That's why I can put them in the little greenhouse, because then it's like that's going to warm them up. It's going to, I can get them out a little sooner.
Yeah, I don't know. I bought the shade cloth because it was so hot that it was burning my tomato, and tomato are heat loving plants. And I think it was just too much for them because you're supposed to ease into summer through the spring, and that is not what happened.
Yeah. I just looked up. So 30 Celsius here is only 86 for you guys. So like we do go up a little bit higher. We can get to 35 and stuff like that. But because we're an island, we're getting the ocean breeze and stuff. But so it's like 86 is is as hot, as hot as it gets, for the whole summer. So it's cold here for compared to where you guys are living in.
86 is the max high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's hot here. People are like, we're dying. We're dying.
86.
86.
The humidity here will pick you up and drag you off.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. I remember being in Florida a few times, and we would go out through the day, and every time we came back in, everybody would shower. And then we'd go out, then we'd come home and you go, I'm on my 4th shower of the day because you just drenched.
It's sticky, and then you get that sand out the beach. It's over.
Yeah.
Ziggy and Monica in the building say, out here in Zone 6B Boston, I have onions and leek growing in the house with me. There you go. Look, nobody in here gonna turn their nose up at you. No. It is normal. Yeah. You do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Janet Cruiser in the building. So I have nothing planned about seeds, not sure when to start. Zone 8A. 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost date. So if you're in 8A, you got to start them now, or you should have started them already, because 8A, I'm not sure about your frost date, but I'm thinking it's close to March 26th. You got to be riding that way. So you count, if frost date is here, you go back 4 to 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks, and whatever that is, that day you start your seed. Go ahead and start your seed now. I was in Lowe's the other day. I got it in one of my videos. They already got tomato plants out. Do you hear me?
Wow.
They already got no, these plants are not gonna make it. No way. If you bring that tomato plant home and you put it outside, it is 100% gonna die. 100% gonna die. I don't know what they're thinking about.
Well, they just want you to take them home and make them part of your house until you can put them out.
They don't say that on the instructions, though.
No, they don't. No, sucker. You go buy them, you're like, they're dead. Now I got to go buy more.
Because if you're a new gardener and you bought a start, you're just going to leave it outside because it's a start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Danny Moss say, I'm right on the line of 5B and 6A. I don't even think about putting anything outside the St. Patrick's Day. Wow. If I do, I wind up constantly covering and then covering my little plant. See, if I live somewhere like that, I think I would just build a greenhouse just for my plants.
Yeah.
Because I have to be dropping seeds. Like, fun fact, I don't know, probably a month ago, I had a string of warm days. I planted artichokes. Never grew artichoke before. I was bored, it was warm. Drop seeds. I do it all the time, just random seeds. I've dropped watermelon seeds in the winter just to see what. Look, Maureen, fun fact. I had this whole idea that I clicked in my head. I said, look, all the watermelon needs is a lot of insulation. What if it got a whole bunch of insulation? Could I grow a watermelon in the wintertime? Start outside, put a whole bunch of a thick layer of straw, pine straw. Was it pine straw? I think it was pine straw on top of it. I mean, just really piled it up. I'm like, well, it's going to be warm. I should be able to get a watermelon like that. You think I got a watermelon? Never. But in my mind, things like that work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you? Well, no, because overnight the greenhouses would be cool. But if you had a heated greenhouse, you probably could grow it over the winter.
Yeah. Now, when I tried that, no, I didn't have a heated greenhouse. I just got my heat source set up for my greenhouse, and then I got to get some electricity ran out there. I got to find somebody who's cheap.
Right.
But if y'all just coming in and y'all don't know who this is Maureen Washington, the diva in the dirt. She do a lot of great things over the channel, and we having a chat about it. But we're also talking about hardening off our seedlings. And
that's where you're at, not where I'm at. I still got another 2 months to go, but I got a lot growing in there.
But you got a perspective. Everybody has a perspective.
Yeah.
And we gonna listen to your and respect your perspective.
Yes.
So good gardener in the building. Say over 50 people in the chat with only 39 likes. Come on, y'all. Let's get a thumbs up.
That's right.
Calvin,
I'm going in. I'm making sure I get my like in there too.
Maureen, you didn't like it?
No, I'm gonna like it. I have to go like it now. I'm liking it now.
Okay.
It's done. I forgot to do it before when I first signed on.
But Kev, I want to say thank you because I don't know if everybody understands how YouTube works. If you got a live and it's 50 people in the live, but only 20 likes, and they're like, they don't like the video because it's called likes. It's called likes for a reason. So if everybody in here hit the like button, they say, oh, Broke Farmer and Maureen Washington, oh, people must like them. Let's send more people to their channel.
That's right.
That's how that works. And I appreciate y'all being in there with me. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Planter Garden TV, really cool guy. We live really close to each other. I can't wait to go over and see that soil he always talking about in his yard. I have him come over here and give me some ideas for my soil because I'm always trying to improve my soil. It's all about the soil.
Yes.
Let me see. Got some new varieties. New varieties of what? Now, this is my thing, Maureen. Nobody in the chat can say anything about any new variety because I'm going to want one. Definitely don't want one. Homestead Aquarius said, Maureen Washington, you are amazing lady, such a voice, and you can garden. I hope it is to get to see you sing to your plants one day. See, that's the other thing. You think people just go over and then just watch a video. They go to that little thing that says channels, and it links you to your other channel.
Right.
And we go and we listen. You do have a great singing voice. Great singing voice.
Thanks. Thank you.
Dude, you know what? I'm waiting on the video where you out in your garden. And what's the song that oh man, is it Snow White? Was she singing to the birds?
Yeah, but I think she's just doing like an kind of thing.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
You just casually going through your garden in that tone. Million views. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I can sing at last. My love has come along. My lonely days are over. And life is like a song. I'm not sure if that was too loud.
Wow.
Not to my plants.
Wow. Look, I'm going to tell you, some people can sing, but she can sing. And on demand, everybody, oh, I don't want to sing. I don't like to sing. No, that's not my thing.
No.
On demand, just, you know what? I'm so impressed right now.
Oh,
so
thank
impressed.
you. Thanks.
So impressed.
Yeah. Dude. Well, now I'm gonna blush and go. Okay, no, dude, I can't sing. No.
People who say they can sing can never do it on demand. They never can do it on demand. They got to have the lighting right. They got to check the microphone. They got to have background music. But when you can sing, you can be in Walmart on aisle 3 and sing something good enough that can be on the radio.
No,
look at that. Look at the chat. You got the chat exploding in here. Uh-oh. Wait, Maureen, I hit a button. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, good.
But if you like Maureen singing, you're definitely gonna love her gardening. You're gonna love her chicken. What's your favorite chicken name?
Dottie.
Yeah.
She's got a mind of her own, and she just like she owns the house. She owns wherever she is, and I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. You know, I was shocked to find her out the other day. It was like, how in the heck does this chicken keep getting out?
I mean, I want chicken. My wife won't let me have no chicken.
Oh.
I'm like, why did we buy this house with all this land and we can't have chicken? What was the purpose? I don't know what we're doing. Mm-hmm. We ain't grass farmers. We're not selling grass. I mean, so Janet Cruising, this will be my first year with indeterminate tomatoes ever. Okay, indeterminate mean that it doesn't have a determined date for the tomatoes to grow.
Yeah. Well,
Fun
and the
fact,
height, it just keeps growing. It just keeps growing. It won't just stop at, 2 feet, 4 feet. It'll keep growing up and keep producing.
look at that. And she got some, she can sing and she got information. God, come on, Maureen. That's what I'm talking about. But
Woohoo!
fun fact, I've never paid attention to determining and indeterminate. My biggest thing is how they taste. But it makes sense to know because you know that look, it's put off this many tomatoes, it's gonna die.
Yeah.
That would be good to know. I never keep up with that stuff. All I pay attention to, oh, it's a lemon blush. One of the greatest tastes. And fun fact, lemon blush tomato is the greatest tasting tomato on the planet. Guess
Yeah.
where I heard that at? In my
Oh,
head.
oh,
This stuff I just, Maureen, I just randomly make up stuff and it sounds good when I say it out loud.
I'm sure I heard that from somewhere in my mind.
Most things you hear me say, you like, really? Is that a thing? If you say anything like that, people are like, oh, really? No, it's just what stuff I make up.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm not, I grew, like we don't eat a lot of tomatoes, but we make salsa. So we can up salsa, we can up tomato sauce and ketchup. And I grew a whole bunch of cherry tomatoes last year. We
You
don't
make
eat
ketchup?
them. I make ketchup.
Do you have a ketchup making video?
Yep. I make ketchup.
I will be watching that video today.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's right. I haven't made it all the way back to your catalog. I've watched everything from when I subscribed up to now.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Oh, huh?
And yeah, so then I just went, why in the heck am I growing um, cherry tomatoes and grape tomatoes? Forget it. And so I'm sticking just to meat tomatoes. So I've got some Italian pear and the Marzano, and I'll do some Romas because the Roma seeds came from my mom's garden, and so I've had
Ooh.
it for the last few years. And so it's like I want to keep that so I can that this Roma seed can go on to my kids as well. So
Okay, so you do save tomato seeds?
yeah.
It's too much work to me. It's just too much. Seeds are way too small.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got to do it
Well,
though.
well, it's the heritage. I want to keep this particular tomato. I want to keep it in my family so that you know 2 generations from now they go, these were from our great grandmother.
And they after 50 years, they are heirlooms.
Yeah, yeah,
Fun fact.
yeah.
Fun fact.
So I want to hang on to those ones in particular. The other ones, I don't need them. I don't worry about it. But that one in the Roma that I'm going, I want to start it out so that it's for the future.
You know what? I like that idea. I want to get a seed that I can pass down for generations.
Hmm.
That would be cool.
Hmm.
And I know what my favorite thing is to grow, but I
What?
don't know if dragon egg cucumbers.
Oh,
They are the greatest tasting cucumber on the planet.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
have to
make
write
that up
that
again.
down.
They
Is
are
that
delicious.
is that just from being in your head that it's the greatest to tasting, or is that a fact?
It's just in my head, dude. Look,
Okay, so I'll write that quote.
but
Broke
okay,
says,
but this is the thing though. The dragon egg cucumbers, they don't get long like a regular cucumber. They're
okay.
more compact and they got a creamy color to them, and they got a creamy taste to them. It's
Hmm.
got a texture I can't explain. It has the flavor of a cucumber, but it's 30 times better.
Wow.
30 times better. I'm if you're growing dragon egg cucumbers, you're in for a big surprise this year.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And
Harvey can take
have
go
you
ahead.
ever grown a loofah? Have you ever grown loofah?
It's too much work. The vining. I don't like all that vining stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen them things vine all around. I don't want to do that.
Okay,
And
good thing to note so that I don't plant too many of them in my garden. I want to try one this year. I want to see if I can grow a loofah. Because
I,
the fact is, like, when they're small, they taste like a cucumber. When they get a little larger, you can eat them like a squash. And then if you let them grow right to maturity, then you get the sponge. But my thing was growing up, I always thought those crazy skeleton sponges were grown up, that you got them out of the sea. And then I realized really it's actually a vegetable that's grown. It's
Yeah,
blew my mind.
I don't. I think Homestay of Heart. The first person I saw growing loofah,
Okay.
and you know what? I have loofah seeds. It just seemed like too much work, and I don't use as a burly man. I don't use sponges to bathe with.
Well, you can cut them and you can use them actually to wash your dishes and things like that. It's a scrubber, right? So
Wow, I didn't even think about it like that.
yeah. So what was the channel that you just mentioned that they were growing them? Because I'd like to, get
Homestead,
Homestead.
Homestead Heart. You haven't
Oh,
heard of Homestead Heart?
I think I have, but just so that I write it down to go and look for the loofahs, and then I can ask some questions because I haven't grown it to maturity. I got one last year, but again put it out too cold and didn't make it. So this year I'm like, that's another thing I'm babying, the watermelons and the loofahs. I'd like to see if I can grow them.
Oh, another thing, a moringa. Um, I grew a moringa pretty big, but as soon as the cold came, it knocked it out. So
What's a
I'm gonna pot that up, and I'm gonna baby moringa this year.
what's a moringa?
It's I think it's called the tree of life.
Okay.
Now, if just slow down for a minute, just think about it. Its nickname is the tree of life. It has a whole bunch of nutritional value, and the leaves are kind of has a nutted texture flavor to them. And you just can pop the leaves, or you can dehydrate them. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get a whole bunch of that this year.
Oh,
Uh,
Yellow Door Homestead. She says she loves growing loofah. They do have long and wild vines. I'm using them as sponges for her dishes. She just said it right there. I see that right there.
I can't grow it. I don't have the patience for that. I play every day, every year in my backyard. I play a game called "If I Was a Snake, Where Would I Hide?" And I feel like the snakes would be in those vines. I've never seen a snake in my yard in over 11 years I've been living here. But I just feel like as soon as I get those vines going,
The snakes
Snake
will come.
City,
The
Snake
snakes will
City,
come.
Harvey Container Garden in the building. Glad to have you in here. Miss Shirley OG. Now this is my internet auntie, Miss Shirley OG Gardner in the building. Love some Shirley OG. Uh, Here we go. Last year I tried winter sowing. The only successful seeds were brassicas. Okay, that's a good start. George is on AA. Oh, he is an AA. That's right. AA tomatoes, peppers, and sweet potatoes have been outside. Also, what? But I can move them back. Yeah, because it's super hot here now. I just that is an idea though, Maureen. I love ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But look
It does
here,
it does mean more work, and you do say I'm too lazy to do that, but it's like so you have to be committed.
I'm not committed.
Okay.
Because I already know I got to take like 30 citrus trees back in my greenhouse when I get that last frost, and I don't want to do that. So I
Yeah.
can imagine taking seedlings in that, and I'm taking citrus trees in and that. But it is a thought because I already took my um Swiss chard. I had Swiss chard in the house. I've already taken that outside, and I'm gonna take some thousand head. Is it what is it? 1,000 head kale, whatever kale that is. I tried a little bit of that. I'm gonna see if that kale can make it through the heat. Uh, so while I'm scrolling, tell us a little bit about what people can enjoy on your channel.
Uh, well, I think it's because I'm so new to gardening, and that's kind of where the diva in the dirt kind of came through was, because I'm a jazz and blues singer, so that's what I was doing for a living. And then, when the craziness all happened, then I moved moved into touching on gardening. So I'm still fairly new to it, trying out different things. And so on my channel, it's more like it's almost like a diary, a vlog of whatever I'm doing or whatever I'm learning to do, or some things that if I've figured them out. But I do the cooking, the pressure canning, um, the chicken husbandry, the all the gardening and building it. So we actually, my oldest Kadalt and I, we got into building our own beds and the grape trellises and benches and stuff like that. So it was like I just kind of took on everything.
And a lot of people say that's a bad thing, but and it's me. If I'm not a little overwhelmed with the amount of stuff I'm growing, then it's not a true hobby. A true hobby has to take up some of your time.
Yeah.
And it be enjoyable. It's just,
Yeah.
Dude, if I miss something and it die, I got 7.9 million more seeds that I can plant.
Exactly.
I've got over that stage of worrying about things dying. Things gonna die.
And that's, I think, one of my things I love the most about gardening is that if it dies, it doesn't come and go, you failed, you suck, Maureen. Why can't you figure this out? Like, I just go and grow some more, and I touched on so many things on my yard and garden. Hey, look at that. Growing what I eat.
Guess what?
Got a little donation.
Growing what I eat. Those $5 going to some seeds, baby. And we're gonna put it on the channel. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Good Sunday. Good Sunday, everyone. Good Sunday to you. Thank you.
Yeah, and so I'm touching on all sorts of things because I got into cheese making, and that one's takes a little bit more time. So I'm not so focused on continuing with making homemade cheese. So, how do you save seeds? That's a good question.
What from save seeds from what?
Save the seeds for the next year.
From what plant? The basic seed is get you a dry paper towel.
Yeah.
Get the seeds out. Let them dry for 24 hours. Flip them over that next 24 hours. Let them dry for 48 more hours. Bag them up. Put them in a dry place. A lot of people say put them in the refrigerator. I don't. I just put them wherever I got room to.
Yeah. I have a friend, he does his tomato seeds, and he might do it with all of them, but he actually puts them into water and lets them kind of ferment for a few days, and then, you're draining off the water, putting more water on in the cup. And it just does a ferment. And he says it just helps with germination and the health. And also when you're seeing them in the water, you'll see the ones that are floating, ones that are not floating. I can't remember which ones you want to keep, but again, too much work for me. I just take a couple seeds, stick it on a paper towel, write on the paper towel what it is, and that's how I save my seeds.
Now I've tried that with cantaloupe. Another weird thing. I got it was a canary melon, something like I got it at the grocery store. I was like, man, this tastes good. Look really cool. So let me save the seed. So I dropped them all in the water, make sure which ones are viable.
Yeah.
So I took all the ones from the top that were floating and I put them in the bag. And then I threw the other ones away. And then I was like, I did that backwards. And I still have them seeds, so I got to throw them out when I get a chance. No way they're growing. But
so the floating ones are the ones that are not viable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just went, I tried to do it, once or twice, and I went, no, it's too much work. Hands in the dirt.
Hands in the dirt, aka Stacy, is also from Georgia. Awesome gardener. He really planted a bunch of seeds so far. Last year he grew everything. When I say everything, I mean everything in his backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome gardener. Awesome gardener. Now, Maureen, the last thing, how big, how do you tell when your seedlings are big enough to take outside? Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Well, it kind of again depends. You want to make sure it's got those, like that it has grown enough. Weather, of course, being good, but like when I'm going to be taking my watermelons out, it'll be a process of a few of us all having to carry all the vine because I'm growing my watermelons right now. They're in there and they're about this big, right? So it just depends on what the size of the plant is, Yeah.
Now, can you entertain? I want to grab something. I want to have a talking aid.
Okay. Well, great. So I'm going to take over and I'm just going to look and see what's going on in the chat. Oh, thanks, Grown with Hudson, for putting that my link in there again. I really appreciate that.
All right. Now, usually I start with peat pellets. Once I get true leaves, then I put them in a solo cup. But I really want to use my liquor cups to drink liquor out of. So I'm not gonna keep getting those. So I got these from Bootstrap Farm, and these are heavy duty. They probably last a bunch of years. But you see the bottom of this?
Yeah.
It's already got roots coming out the bottom of it.
Yeah.
So that always used to be my thing. Say, hey, got roots coming out the bottom. You got enough root system to plant.
Yeah.
And it's just everybody got their own method, but that's just a simple way if you're unsure, because you can always pull this plant out and look at the root system. If the root system's starting to circle, hey, it needs to be up high just like anything else. But yeah, I just keep it simple, Maureen. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
If I see roots coming out, then I'm like, oh, and then this is aroma tomato.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So for myself, when it gets to that point, and it's still not time to put them out, I do the thing that you don't like to do. I pot it up again. I keep potting it up.
Maureen, I do not like potting up. I went through that 2 years straight with peat pellets. Everything, okay, personal opinion, everything germinates great in peat pellets. But then once it germinates, you got to pull the little film off that don't decompose as quick. It don't. So you have to pull that up, then I have to put it in another thing and then up pot it. Then when it's big enough, then put it outside. I'm like, that's too much. That's too much.
Yeah.
So I sow my seeds in these cups now. It comes in a big tray. I put saran wrap on top of it till they germinate. Then I put them under the grow light. Yeah. Then, like I say, at this size, I could plant this outside. One, two, three. It's got 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Got 4 true leaves. This can go in the dirt.
Do you trim off your 2 starter leaves? Do you get those trimmed off? Okay, you don't. Yeah.
Because I pulled them off and I kind of unzipped the plant with a leaf before. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Like, it's exposed on the one side.
I'm like,
I get in there and I do pinch some of them off and that. But with my watermelons, I already potted them up to a 1 gallon.
But some stuff to me is just nature. And as it grows, it's just gonna shed those other leaves. And I feel like sometimes if I do that, I'm rushing nature, and I don't want to rush nature. I don't know if that makes sense. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's just what I do. But I do got a question for you. What made you get chickens? Because and let me paint a picture. I don't know you like that. I mean, we had a conversation. We're interacting now.
Yeah.
But if I'm going through your channel, I say, look, she's a gardener. She's a singer. I just don't see her with chickens. And you look comfortable with chickens. That's the thing. You're comfortable with chickens.
Yeah, no, I love them. It was, again, when Calamity hit, friends of mine, she went and got chickens and sent me a picture and went, oh, they're so cute. I would love them, but I have no place. And she said, sure, we can find a place to build a coop in your yard. And so I got them. And when you just start with them just as little peep beeps, and they're on your hand, and you're just, you're growing with them. So, as I was learning, the chicken husbandry and stuff like that, you just know, how to handle them and just their personalities and whatnot. None of them want me to hold them. I want to hold them and I want them to cuddle. Could you just be nice? And they're like, no, get away from me. But I think I just kind of fell into it, and I just love them. I absolutely love my chickens. Like they're my little buddies.
I'm waiting on my wife to fall into it. She ain't fair yet. I've been trying to push her for about a year. She ain't failed yet.
Yeah.
I just think chickens are perfect.
Yes.
I really do. I mean, everything from the manure to the meat to the eggs.
Yeah. Like mine are all just layers. They're just egg layers. But yeah, you get the manure, you get, I'm getting eggs every single day, right? And you do have to, decide how do you keep all of that controlled, all the manure so that, can be adding it into your garden, but it's like it's right there. And they're super easy. It's like open them up in the morning. They don't need you to babysit them the whole day. Is everybody okay? Da, 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 da. They've got the food, they got the water. You can leave your chickens for a couple of days, especially if you have an automatic, door opener. They'll go in. They just take care of themselves. So it's an easy introductory animal to into farm life, in my opinion.
I want some. Now, Lion Chris Outdoors say I find some quarter gallon. What is quarter gallon? I learn something every time I go live. I found some quarter gallon pots. It's the perfect size for going from starter cell to pot until outside. Wait, go from starter cell. Oh, I still got to go from the starter cell to that though. Q, that still work too. Quarter gallon. I've never seen a quarter. Hey Q, can you send me a link to that? I mean, just text it to me. I'm interested in a quarter gallon. Veggie Farm Garden said potting up is the worst part of Seed Star for me. And this is another one of these things that's in my head, Maureen. It just lives in my head rent free. I think the more times you pot plants up, the likelihood of them making it through the hardening process goes down.
Yeah, I agree. So I started from my seed trays. I moved my loofahs and any of the melons and stuff. I put them right into 1 gallon, and that's gonna, I'm thinking it should last me quite some time. So there is a lot of space. I don't know if that's good that I put them in such a big pot, like 1 gallon pot. I don't know if that's gonna be bad. So I might go and plant some more, just in case.
What variety of watermelon you growing?
They're called doll baby watermelons. So the flesh is pink or yellow, and then I'm trying sugar babies this year. Sugar baby watermelons.
You said doll baby?
Doll baby. Mm-hmm.
Gonna find them. Now, and look, sugar baby is the one watermelon I didn't want to grow because it's super normal where we live at. I mean, sugar, and every place got their own normal thing, but it's just sugar babies are so normal here that I didn't want to grow it. I can literally go to the end of my street once summer gets around and they selling watermelons for $6.
Right.
So that's why I'm trying to different stuff.
I did try a Black Beauty watermelon, but but it only got to about this big. So I gave up on that one.
I grew no, it was Black Diamond watermelon last year. Watermelon. Look, I'm from the South. Watermelon.
I don't say watermelon. I say watermelon. Watermelon.
Well, wait. Stop. Wait a minute now. Are you originally from Canada?
I was born and raised here. My dad is from Mississippi.
Oh,
yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah, no, so he got that low voice and he talker very southern man. Very southern.
You got a little bit, just a little bit. I could tell if you weren't from the South, you've been around somebody
all my life, right from the beginning.
Because I was thrown off at first. I was like, she do have a Canadian accent, but she just got a little something added to it.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't say I don't go. Would you like some watermelon? Watermelon. It's awkward. I don't think anybody says watermelon. Maybe British people say watermelon.
No, watermelon. Well, people say watermelon.
Oh, you don't even get the D. I get the D in there. Watermelon.
No D. Watermelon. It's W-A-L-A melon.
Watermelon. Yeah. Well, I changed the T to a D. Watermelon.
That's a weird word too. Water.
Water.
See, here's another one. I
Oh,
have rarely up potted seedling. Yep. He got big, and I watch Hands and Dirt channel a
yeah,
lot.
I do too.
He got big starter trays and they're deep.
Yeah,
So, you know, once you start getting roots or however he just put them in the ground. And
yeah.
that's what I was missing, dude. The peat pellets and solo cups, and that's too much work.
Is he in Georgia too?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot of us in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Rio's Family Garden. Hey, Rios, how you doing? Trace Trace M in the building. Say I have close to 200. Woo, 200 veggies. I am not transplanted twice. Big facts. All facts. I, I don't know. I just don't like Zoe's homestead in the building. Zoe also has chicken set. Bro,
Nice.
farm, we need to get some chickens. We need to get you some chicken. Look at man, talk to my wife, man. I love her, but I want some chicken. I just want 3 chickens, dude. That's it. I, I would never buy fertilizer again. You know how much money I would save?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dude. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, Maureen, that y'all do that I would not do. Chicken feed. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Chickens are natural composters. They would get kitchen scraps.
Yeah. Yeah.
That because in other countries, that's their purpose. They keep
Mm-hmm.
the landfill low. So,
Absolutely.
but and is it grit that they need for their digestive or something like that?
Yeah, but it's like there's enough grit just in the soil, right? They're gonna pick up some dirt and stuff like that. So I don't go and buy out. They just they eat everything. They do.
And I don't know. I probably would because I know just like gardening, I would fall in love with chicken. I'd be on pimped out their house and everything. Put yellow doors on the front. Shout out to Asia and weird stuff like that. I don't
Yeah,
know. I just know me.
yeah.
Best yet journey, Cuzzo in the building. Sound howdy cute. Ooh, here we go. Very cool. Oh, very cool. I had chicken on my mind for a while. Are we talking about eating chickens or growing chicken?
I don't eat mine.
You, now you know we got to talk about this now. Come on now. You got Maureen. Now you got a two piece, no biscuit running through your yard every day, and you don't think about it.
No, because they're not good meat birds. So I'm
Oh,
wanting to buy property and then get the meat birds and then have the layers. So I'm actually going out this week to a farm because they're doing a culling of their birds, and like these ones are like 12 pounds. They're just massive, massive breasts on these chickens. So I'm gonna go out to learn how to actually process chickens this week. So that's my new exciting thing.
okay, okay.
I don't know if I can do it. That's the whole point, is to go. I want to see, can I do it, so that when I have my own farm, I can call my own chickens, if need be, or I send them out to get processed.
Now we growing up, we stayed in the city, but my grandmother had chickens in the city, and the process where y'all cutting chicken necks and stuff. No, that's not how my grandmother did it. She took the chicken neck and it's called wringing the neck, and he runs around for 30 seconds and fall out. Dude, the first time I saw it as a kid, it freaked me out. I'm
Yeah,
like, he's running with his neck down. I'm like, oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah,
But it was delicious.
yeah. Nonetheless, yeah, I like, I just, for myself, it's like you have to have that. I personally have the respect. I want to have that respect for the animals, so I want to do it, like, in an ethical way. Like, even for one of our chickens, like when she was sick and we called her, we did do the breaking of the neck. I didn't personally do it, but it's like where you're just kind of um, cutting off her breathing. So you're just grabbing a hold of it, cutting off the breathing, letting the chicken just die, naturally and calmly. So, but yeah, I think with my grandma and my great grandma, it was just like whack, and we got this chicken running all over the place. So
I mean, um, I, I, I would have thought that after seeing that, I couldn't eat it.
right, and you could.
I smelt it frying in the house, and that aroma of like,
Erases everything.
man. Josie B said, "What do people do with the chickens that died? Do they compost them? Do you compost your chickens?"
Yeah, we bury them, like bury them in. I don't bury them on my property, but the one that we had, my friend, he just buried her into the ground. So then again, she just goes into the ground, composted.
Zoe said, "I buy some feed because I can't free range them unless I'm home. Too many chicken hogs." Like,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
definitely understand that.
yeah.
But I think I'm gonna get I don't know. I want to do a chicken palace where they have a long covered run,
Yeah,
and it's a whole bunch of things I want to
yeah,
do, man. I
yeah.
can't do
And with the feed that I use, like one of the things we do is we make this thing called we ferment the feed. So we take a gallon and a half jar, fill it about 2/3 full of the feed, and then fill it with water. It absorbs it all, and it kind of ferments it so that it's getting some really good bacteria, and it's easy for the chickens to eat, and also they don't eat as much, right? So it's like it's an economical way to stretch your chicken feed.
Um, I saw Best Yet Journey had a video about fermenting her chicken feed too.
Hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool. It's like I see all these chicken videos. I want chickens. I feel like I'm gonna be a chicken expert one day with no chickens. You know what I mean? And just that weird guy that know a whole bunch about chicken for no apparent reason.
what if somebody in the area just dropped off three little chickens on your doorstep? Would she say no?
Yeah, she would
Okay.
definitely say no. She's
You can see how cute they are, little chicks.
definitely no. My next door neighbor had chickens one time, and yeah, it was a no go.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. No way. But all right. Now we talked a little bit about your gardening. We talked a little bit about your singing. Just we talked about it a little bit, and we got a sample of your singing. Fun fact: if y'all want to hear us sing, go back, rewind the video a little bit. And I didn't get a timestamp, but Maureen can sing. Can
Hmm.
sing, not just sing. She can sing. Now, if if you got time, no pressure, no pressure from me. Go over to Maureen Washington, Diva in the Dirt channel. Link in the description. They can somebody drop the link one more time. How long on this Sunday evening? But drop the link one more time and go over to Maureen channel. You know how we do. You watch one video. Wait, stop. Before you watch the video, you hit the like button. Go ahead and hit the like button before you watch the video. Watch the video. If you like the video, subscribe. If it ain't for you, leave a nice comment, and there you go. You see how simple that is? Maureen, how much does it cost to subscribe to your channel?
Absolutely nothing.
You mean free 99?
Free 99.
Then why everybody ain't subscribe to you then if it's free?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
yeah.
It's free. Literally free. But before you go over there, hey, if you're not subscribed to Brooke Farmer, hey, let's go ahead and subscribe, dude.
Absolutely. I'm subscribed.
She subscribed. I'm subscribed to her. Let's all just subscribe to everybody.
Yep.
But I think I got it. Oh, and watch that in here. Black's Tropical Homestay. Are you still in here? It takes a minute for it to come on. I hate when you ask a question, you have to wait.
You gotta wait. Yeah.
I hate that. Black's Tropical Homestay. Let me know if you're still in here. Ziggy said he's been over there today.
Thanks.
$3.99.
$3.99.
Rio Family Garden said they've been over there.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
We're gonna go over there and check. Let me see. $3.99. $3.99. But
$3.99.
I just want to let y'all know, Maureen, are you familiar with the Soil Family Expo in Savannah, Georgia?
No.
Well, Black's Tropical Homestead started the inaugural um, Soil Family Soil Family Expo,
Hmm.
and it started a couple of us YouTubers. We're gonna meet up in Georgia, and it got a little bigger right before that, and probably ended up with 15 to 20 in the inaugural year. So we're going back March the 29th, no, March the 31st through April the 2nd in Savannah, Georgia. It's kind of big. It's kind of big thing now, big thing. So
Hmm.
we go down there and we're gonna have a really good time, really fun time. Um, yeah, you way in Canada. That's a long way. If you want to come, you're welcome. Just go to blackstropicalhomestead.com and you get all the information. You get the lowdown. And I'm gonna do this. If y'all, everybody who can't attend the Soil Family Expo this year, send me a picture to my well, first email me first, and I'm gonna give you my PO box. I'm gonna take everybody that can't come and Soil Family Expo video. I'm gonna show y'all pictures and say they with us. I'm bringing everybody who can't come with us. So if you interested in going to the Soil Family Expo without actually paying for a hotel room, email me and we're gonna take some people to the Soil Family Expo.
That's awesome.
I think Brampton Gardner, who's also in Canada, they took her last year with a picture and it was super cool. Super
Yeah.
cool. They were everywhere we went, Brampton Gardner was right there, and we were doing selfies with her. So yeah. Oh, it's in the chat, and they'll just put it in the chat. Um, we got 15 more minutes before we get out here. If anybody got any questions for Maureen, any questions for me, put them in the chat. Uh, did they drop your link again, Maureen? Can you drop it? Oh, you in?
I don't have
And
access.
they can you drop it?
I can't.
No,
I
you
don't.
in screen.
Yeah, no, I don't have
Yeah.
access to chat in here.
Okay. If any moderator get a minute, let's drop it one more time. Rio's family, what's the dates again? It's March 31st through April the 2nd. Okay. So they'll appreciate that, and they'll. So and they'll drop Maureen Chan again.
Yeah, thanks, Ann.
Maureen, the floor is yours. You got a unadult. No, I talked too much. I ain't gonna say that. You got most of the floor for the next 15 minutes. I want you to talk to the people or say whatever you want to get off your chest. If you want to talk about the weather, it's all up to you, Maureen.
Yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is this flippin' weather and this overcast gray sky that just keeps socking us in. Um, well, it's a real honor to be here, and when I found you, I think maybe about a month ago, I think you found me first, and then I found you, and I've loved coming to these live chats with y'all. It's been um, just it's a lot of fun just to see what people are doing and comments, and it really feels like a community, and that's one of the things that I really appreciate about you, putting this on, and it's like I've slipped into a couple of them, and it's just been really neat. It's opened up my kind of my window to more of other growers in YouTube, which I do really appreciate. But my like I said, my channel's more like a vlog. It's more like a diary of what I'm doing.
But
Sometimes
but it's so different. It's quirky and funny.
yeah. I
You know
just
what I
don't
mean?
I don't take myself too seriously, so it's like, I did have a friend because I always come up close to the camera, and those are my thoughts, right? So I'll be talking to you, and then the next thing it's like I'm right up to the camera and I'm just saying really what's going on in my mind. And then I go
That's
back,
cool. That's cool. Don't
because
stop
I
doing
just think, because you just think I want you to know, because it's like, you do your YouTube channel, you're like, oh, look at everything I'm doing, it's so great and wonderful, and it's magazine cover, and it's like, no, really, it's not. It's
that.
really, really awful. I just stepped in chicken poo out here, and now I gotta go clean my damn shoes, and I gotta put the damn chickens back in there because they got out and they're eating all my stuff. I keep it real.
I got a question for you though, Maureen.
Yeah.
Do you color coordinate on purpose? because I noticed a lot of your scarf. I mean, not the scarf, but your hood match your glasses. Do you do that on purpose?
Well, I love the color red. So
That's
that's
my
the first.
favorite color too.
So I love the color red. So I have a red hat. I do wear a gray hat, but that's the whole point is that you see, like I used to have the big long fingernails and the eyelashes and all that because I was, a diva on the stage. So when I'm in the garden, like today, I'm coordinated. I got my, black overalls on, black this,
I told you.
red
I
lipstick.
knew it was a thing.
Always got to have a little bit of lipstick on, even when I'm not filming. I wear lipstick out into the garden. I give myself a spritz of cologne, put the lipstick on, and out to the garden I go.
I was because
Because I'm a diva.
I promise you, when I go out to the garden, I could every every pair of socks I wear outside got a hole in it. Let's start there. I'm not just gonna throw them away, but I don't. I watch some of my videos back, and I'm like, man, why did I wear that outside? But I watch your videos. You look color coordinated. You look like you were prepared for the scene. And I'm like, so now I'm gonna shave my head before I go out there.
Make sure you're all.
Yeah, make sure my head is shining good, and go out there.
No, for the most part, it's like, yeah, if I go out, I've got my lipstick on, and I've got, I have my iPhone with me, and if something starts happening that I can record, well, then I'm ready. Doesn't always say that my hair is always going to be like, decent, which is why I wear a hat. You go, it's not a hair day, put a hat on.
Maureen, you know what the crazy thing is? I just realized, Maureen, you don't know how cool you are. That's crazy.
No,
your videos are super duper cool, and I don't think you realize that. That's the funny part to me, dude. The first time you were talking, and then you got way up and say, "Hey," and then I said, dude, I'm busting up laughing at the house. Yeah. That is a good video. Really good video.
Well, I want you to know what's really going on in my head. Like, it's like really, I like those. I like to, I want to keep it real about what's really going on in my head as I'm describing, the plants,
Dude, I'm all for keeping it real. I think
Yeah, so
I
yeah.
would say whatever.
Yeah.
Rio's Family Garden. Thank you so much for this. I'm definitely gonna use it on seeds of fruit tree. What I have going now is a fruit tree fund where I take all the money from YouTube and I save it up for fruit trees. I'm currently, I think I want either a ponderosa lemon or 2 pawpaw trees. I don't know yet. But that fund that's being made now is gonna go to my.
How many fruit trees do you have? Because it's like we're at you're at the Home Depot or wherever, the garden store, and you're always showing, and it's like, how many more? I can't believe that your wife lets you buy as many fruit trees.
At this point, she has no idea. I sneak them in the backyard. That's neither here nor there. Don't tell nobody. At last count, I had 50, but I propagated and I bought more. I'm probably at 70.
Wow.
Or more. Wow. More than 70. Because I got more figs now. So I don't know. I did a video last year where I counted, and I think I was at 56. I'm way past that now.
Wow.
But that's my thing, Maureen. Don't make me feel bad for that, Maureen.
No. I'm impressed. My wow is like, wow, I'm impressed. I would love to have the wow. Hello, Gina versus Gina.
Now, Maureen, now, I like you, Maureen, but I can't share the soup. Hey, the way my checking account is set up. No, but hey, Gina versus Gina. Hey, Maureen, if you don't know,
just give me a loan.
I don't know. The way my account set up, I ain't got enough to loan because I need $5 in there to make a transaction. I might not be able to do that. Now, Gina is also a gardener, and she had the second biggest watermelon on YouTube last year to yours truly.
Wow.
Yeah, because the scale wasn't calibrated. So I don't know what size was. You know, you can say anything if it's not calibrated. But she also does arts and crafts. Her and Best Yet have a crafting channel. Really cool person to know. She can do a whole lot of things. She does a lot of budgeting and things like that. Really cool channel. I'm so honored that I got to meet people like Gina versus Gina and Best Yet, Sunday Backyard Farm, and all these other people on here. So big ups to Gina versus Gina. I don't say it enough. Really cool, really cool channel, and even cooler person. So I'm not just saying that because I got $20. I would have said it anyway, but that definitely brought all the feelings up. Definitely.
I want to know what she's saying about she's got something about saying about lies there. It's like what is she who's she saying that it's lies about? That's what I want to know.
About
See,
her watermelon.
like, when I have to be the co-host here, it's like I miss all the good juicy gossip that goes on.
Yeah, it's background to it. What? No, it's not like that. Do what? Look, man,
got a garden crush.
Look, this is all y'all are my internet cousins. Let's start there. Everybody's my internet cousin. No, it's not like we grown older people. Come on, y'all. Who said that? I don't want to know.
No.
Moving on.
University Gina, she says thanks, fam, but she's coming for the watermelon championship. She is throwing down right now.
It ain't gonna happen, Maureen. Chris outdoors said 70 fruit trees but 0 chickens. Wife got to give a look. She don't know what's back there, dude. First off, my garden is a little ways from my house. She ain't going out there. Let's start there. It's a lot of wood behind my house. She's not going out there. So what I usually do is my back seat of my truck, when I get the plant, I lay it down in the back seat and I wait till she leave and I just take it back there. It's no way she can, all the fruit trees I have, no way she can tell which one. And I never tell her what fruit trees I have. So she can't say, well, you already got that. I don't tell her what I have. I just got 2 persimmon trees about a month ago. And she said, hey, baby, it's a box from somewhere with some trees in it. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I said, I'll look at it later. Don't worry about it. Snuck them straight in the backyard. We ain't talk about it since.
You can put your chicken coop out there.
I already know I'm gonna put the chicken coop in.
Oh, but you want to also build. You want to build an epic.
Yeah, I already know. Matter of fact, I got a whole side of my yard that I'm intentionally not putting anything over there because I have a chicken run in my mind. In the very corner of my yard where the gate meet, I'm gonna put the house there. The ramp don't go down, and the coop gonna be got a little size on it. But then I saw a guy that had an opening where the chickens can run through, like for a long way to another spot. I was like, oh my God, I got to do that.
Yeah.
You can literally take cattle panel and make that opening for them to run through it.
Yeah.
That is what I want to do.
That keeps them safe from the hawks and stuff. Plus, like right now, my girls, they're coming out and they hang out with me through the gardens. But once I start putting plants into the ground, I can't let them out as much anymore because they'll just destroy my garden. So
now I've thought about this. I was thinking about what's one thing that's invasive. Peppermint. If I had chickens, I got peppermint that grows everywhere. I would plant peppermint in there, and as soon as they cut out the top, next day it'll be right back. I would give them their own little plot where they have their own food growing.
Yeah, I try that, but they go through it pretty darn fast. So it's a lot of work to keep making fodder patches.
What? You worse than women shopping and sneaking in the bed when the husband ain't looking. Look, we out. First off, okay, let's since the cat's out the bag, let's talk about it. Everybody has a habit that if somebody else find out, you would think they would think you were weird, so you don't tell nobody. Everybody has a private thing that you don't tell everybody. My only difference is I share that on YouTube.
So I'm telling somebody.
Yeah. I mean, of course I don't go to my job and say, hey, do you know I just got a Spanish pomelo tree? Wow. They only know grapefruits. They don't know it's different kinds of grapefruits.
Hmm.
So I don't tell them that kind of stuff. The only, well,
Oh, if you go right up one there, Miss Shirley O.G. Gardner, she says, broke wife knows all about those fruit trees. That's why no chickens.
yeah. And that could be it too. 'Cause if she see how much I spend on fruit trees, she can only imagine what I do with chickens. I have a whole chateau out there. I got
Yeah,
a buddy that can build anything.
yeah.
I mean, anything. We would be out there, man. It would, all right. I thought about this one also. You ever seen a tree house? I had a round structure around a tree, and then it came down into the chicken coop.
And that's where they
Yes,
sleep.
yes. Keep them
Cool.
off the ground and everything.
But the problem is, I know you said I just want 3 chickens, but there's that chicken math. 3 chickens within a few weeks turns into 6 chickens, then turns into 15, then turns into 72, turns into equal amounts of trees and chickens. You now have a flock and an orchard.
Do you know how my fruit tree would grow if I had chickens aerating the soil and
Yep,
then dropping fertilizer on them? Oh my
yep,
God.
yep. That stuff is it's gold.
Wow.
Hmm.
And look, I know me. I like varieties and things when it comes to plant. So I have 2 Rhode Island reds, 2 blues, three Easter eggs, and yeah, it'll be 900 in a little while. But
Hmm.
we're gonna get out of here. Maureen, I appreciate you coming through. Uh,
Thanks for having me. It's been wonderful.
yeah, chicken mad is a thing.
Hmm.
But I appreciate you coming out. Look, I appreciate everybody who came out. First off, thank you to the moderators, Miss Shirley OG, Lion Crest Outdoors, Growing with Hudson, uh, Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD is chick Maureen. She is funny. Y'all got similar personality. All right, and every moderator I missed that's in here today, I appreciate y'all coming through. I appreciate everybody in the chat for participating in the chat, saying things. Even if I didn't get to your comment, if you participated with somebody else in the chat, it made that chat more enjoyable for the next person.
Hmm.
And thank you for doing that. We out. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. And go check out Maureen. Check me out if you haven't. And let's all enjoy our Sunday, y'all. We got a little time. Go drink some wine, y'all. It's okay.